over at some point in time, but right now, we,
What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to another week of the Ketchup podcast. Sit here, introduce myself. I'm your host, Lofton, aka Mr. Nice Guy, aka Mr. Hayes Adonis, aka One Mo Again. I got my co-host Rajim, aka Boulder Shoulders, aka Mr. Dark Poet, and aka Mr. If You Don't Know by Now. What's going on with you, player?
man, aka Mr. Make It Happen. What's good, man? That's
Good, man. We got another human being in here chilling with my man.
Okay.
Brian's in the building. He decided to come back
No
through.
doubt.
He was like, dang, these guys are all right. So he was like, he showed up again just to come kick it with us, you know what I'm saying? All the way from the land of the best damn band in the land, Ohio.
Okay.
There you go. You know what I'm saying? I just have to do it and represent, let him know that he can do his thing, because it'd be Ohio all day for that man right there. Even though we're wearing the Dallas Cowboy hat. But
hey,
that's
man. It's NFL draft season. I'm locked in.
Hey, I feel you. Look,
in.
I got a team that ain't even in the playoffs, but I'll be representing, man. I got to represent my squad.
True that. Same here. Same here.
So, how was you guys, Rajim, man? How was your week this week,
Man, it was a tornado, hurricane, typhoon, sums it all up. You know what I'm saying? I got things going on, bro.
Yeah, I can see the stress on your face. I can see it.
Bro. Man, I gotta move, and oh man, it's all in one. Basically, I'm moving all in one day, pretty much. It's I can't even begin to tell you the situational views of what's going on right now. But I'm blessed. You know what I'm saying? Like when you blessed, man, you gotta just make it. You know what I'm saying? Make it happen. Keep moving. You know what I'm saying? I could be homeless. I could be homeless. Yeah,
could be homeless.
Could be one of the things I could be moved under a bridge. You know what I'm saying? That's an easy move.
Hey,
you know
always find the positive.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You gotta find the positive. You know what I'm saying? I could be homeless. I can't complain,
right,
bro. You know
hey, Brian, man,
it gets sophisticated up this way.
Yeah.
They got tents.
Yeah, that's true.
They look for the open clearing behind some bushes, and they there.
You in there.
You gotta survive the winter when you up in Ohio, man. You know what I mean? It ain't like you know what I'm saying. You gotta survive that. So that's a whole different deal.
Yeah, that's a whole nother type of homeless.
Yeah, we built different up here on that.
So Brian, man, how was your week been? Been good?
It's been good, man. Been able to get back in the gym, so my legs just came back to life since leg day. That was Monday, so moving around now like I can, and not like I'm my grandfather, but it's all good.
All right, man. Always got to get that fitness, man. So this week been a week, man. We had all type of stuff at work, you know what I'm saying? Just been trying to grind it out and keep it moving, knowing that the next 2 weeks is gonna suck. So I already know we got all type of stuff going on at work. So I'm just trying to survive the next week, make sure that we be good to go, and then we'll go from there. So I appreciate everybody coming through, being here, even though you about to move and do all this other stuff and you on your phone now. And Brian, we called you in on the late deal, like daggone a Super Ninja came through on the sneak, got you up in here. So we got that all squared away. So I'm glad everybody come with us. Everybody on the Ketchup podcast listening and with us on Facebook and YouTube right now. Appreciate y'all coming to kick it with us. We got a drink of the day. Let me go ahead and get the right stuff going on right now. We got the drink of the day popping off. I don't know if I may be the only person really drinking today. I know my man Rajin, he got to do a little something, got to reel it in a little bit. And then, I know Brian was a short deal, but I was staying good with the segment. So I've got the rummy fruit, or what I call it. I call it the berry rummy Coke. right now. I got some strawberries and some blueberries in this joint. Got the rum, got the Coke,
Okay.
man. It's living it up. You know what I'm saying? Very berry
Okay.
rummy. That's what I call it right there. So it's keeping me real, and we doing big things out here. So, Rajim, I know you just popped off there. So, you still up in there?
Yeah.
Up, so.
My bad.
Okay, I got
over.
you.
Yeah, my bad. Okay. I'm dealing with the engineers right now. Give me a second. But y'all keep moving. Go on, keep moving.
Got the technical difficulties. I wish we had that pop up for your screen real quick. But hey man, Brian,
you're a true black man right now.
True black, straight shadows out here. You know what I'm saying? So Brian, man, did you bring anything in today, or you just keeping it hydrated? I don't know. You say your legs.
I'm keeping it hydrated since I'm getting back on the fitness. But next time I got you.
No problem.
Make me research because I ain't.
Hey, look, I'm just drinker. Hey, you can just make something that fits what you want to do. You know what I mean? There ain't got to be anything serious. You can just be like, hey, if you like the fruity drinks, if you like whatever, man.
I don't know, man.
Come out here with a Seagram, dog. Like I don't care. Like,
let me tell you, I'm scared of the fruity drinks. The fruity drinks is the one that caused me to let me say Windows 11 reboot.
There you go. Control Alt Delete that joint.
There's at least an hour and a half of my life where I was up and moving around that I have no recollection, and people have yet to tell me exactly what all went on. So yeah, them fruity drinks.
Yeah, you don't want none of that Control Alt Delete, man.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, you gotta just stay where you function properly. So
Control Alt Delete.
Big time, man.
So
luckily it wasn't the blue screen of death. So I'm cool on that.
Can't have that the Xbox, the 360, the red ring. You can't have the red ring. You gotta take it back. You know what I mean? You're like, hold up, I need a new one of them.
Lord said not yet.
All right, well, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the news of the week, man. So I know this week has been interesting. It's had all type of follies and shenanigans going on. So I wanted to see if you guys had anything that you saw out there that you wanted to talk about. I'm gonna go ahead and start off the gig right now. I saw a little deal, man. It was kind of weird. I saw it where you had the boy in Syracuse, little 8-year-old boy in Syracuse. The police officers arrested him and kind of took him to the car, and they had like the folks on video, and they was trying to get to him, and you know what I'm saying, the police officer was kind of being, tough guys with it. Folks is out there trying to do their thing, and they're trying to protect the kid. It's I read a little deal. They talked about they never put handcuffs on the kids. They put them in the back of the car. They took them home. They didn't arrest them. It wasn't anything like that. So this is my situation, right? So I'm gonna be truthful about this. So when I was a kid, and probably around that age, my mom found out like I had gone up to the little local store, took a little Annihilators, came back to the crib. My mom's was like, you ain't got no money. I'm like, dang. All right. So guess what she did? He called the police and told them like, hey, what's going on? But it was like the scare tactic joint. You know what I'm saying? I was the scare tactic took me up to the deal. So I've seen that, and for me, it was like, yo, I ain't never doing that again. That ain't, you know what I'm saying? It was some more like, oh, I ain't never doing that again. But I look at it like in this situation, it seemed like it was like and because that happened where I had came home, my mom, you know what I'm saying, found out, then she called, then they came to the crib, and it was just like, all right, talk to me, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. And I was like scared out of my mind, went home, cried it out, went to sleep. I ain't doing that ever again. This one was very much like at the store, I'm gonna walk you to the car. Of course, if you ain't had the video cameras, everybody had their phones and stuff, this wouldn't have been anything that nobody would have seen. But then the kid, if that process still occurred, they would have took him home like, hey, this happened, yada, yada, yada. Without the phones, that situation is the police looking out for a kid, trying to make sure that this kid doesn't go down the wrong path and goes to their parents, right? But with the video cameras, it's yo, they police is out here wild and yada yada yada. What they doing to our kids? So, what is your perspective on this situation? Because for me, since I kind of gone through that, and my mom was like, it was a very much a lookout for me. Make sure I understand that this is like that's not a path to go down to type situation. What is your guy, Rajim, man? What's your perspective on this situation?
I mean, honestly, man, I don't think it wasn't police brutality. It wasn't. I mean, they didn't beat him up, but they did what they had to do to get a point across. Because I read it too, and it said that they took him home to his father, and he wasn't hurt, but at the same time, what I'm saying, he learned a lesson. Like you said, you learned the lesson, and sometimes the lessons need to be learned. I think it was better for them to put him in a police car now and not charge him with anything than to put him in a police car later or put him in an ambulance for that matter for doing something stupid. Right. We as a culture, we forget about that. We forget about the part where we supposed to teach our kids. Everybody be like, the white man do this, the white man, fuck all that. Raise your damn kids right. Let's be real. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say it right now. Raise your damn kids. If you raise your damn kids not to do shit, kids going to do stuff. Like he made a mistake. They put him in the car and took him home with his parents. He going to learn from that. You know what I'm saying? They didn't beat the little kid up or whatever. But raise your damn kids. If you raise your damn kids, you won't have to worry about this type of stuff happening or whatever. You can't say that man was wrong. What they were supposed to do. Okay, well, go home. We know you stole out of the store, but just go home. So what happens is, now, if they would have let him go and didn't say nothing to him, then he would have thought it was okay. He would have. I got away with it this time. So what about next time? Because what's gonna happen is when there's a lot of store owners out here that got guns. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And because I know a lady back in Pensacola, this Vietnamese lady that will blast your ass. You come out store stealing you want to. You know what I'm saying? But but what if that would have happened? What if he would have stole something and got shot? You know what I'm saying? So we got there's a thin line, but we got to raise our kids not to do stuff. I know people will be like, well, it's a survival of the fittest and blah, blah, blah. Fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? Teach your kids right from wrong. You know what I'm saying? We all been there, like you said, we thought we can get away with it, or you know what I'm saying? If he was stealing food to take home to his family or something like that, then I understand the concept of, well, he was just trying to survive. But he stole a bag of chips, and not saying that, it's the worst thing a kid ever done, because we've all tried to sneak something in our pocket or whatever, but the bottom line is he didn't get beat up for it. He didn't get, it wasn't police brutality or whatever. So I don't agree with all the people that's pissed off and mad. Oh, let's get it. No, fuck all that. Raise your damn kids.
I mean, shoot, if he would have been in a Muslim country or something, he may not have a freaking arm right now.
Exactly.
Right now, you know what I mean? Man, I'm gonna take that joint off, homie.
Dog, I was in Kuwait. They still got the max on shit. You'll get hung, you'll get your hands cut off. Keep playing. You know what I'm saying? But around here, it's one of the things to where our culture as black people, and I said, let me not say black people, as minorities, we get to the point where everything the police do to us is wrong. For example, I don't mean to go on, but one of the stories I had was this young man who got killed by the police officer just recently or whatever, that got pulled over. The police got him out of the car. He started fighting with the police. He ran for the police. Then he grabbed the police's taser and he got shot.
He be like, come on,
you made all the wrong moves up to the time you got shot. Not saying that him getting shot was right. I'm not saying that.
Yeah,
I know people like, that's fucked up. No, what I'm saying to you is we got to teach our kids. I taught my son. I got sons, and all my sons are young adults, except for one. But I taught my son. I'm like, listen, dude, when you get pulled over by the police, you know what I'm saying? You'll never win. You never win the battle on the street. You know what I'm saying? Comply with what's going on. Don't make no sudden moves. Don't make no gestures. Don't make no going under the seat, going in the glove. Let them know what's going on before, because you're a black man. You know what I'm saying? You don't got the same rights as a white person when you say, well, sir, I don't have to give you my license. Fuck all that. Yeah, you do. Give him no damn license. You know what I'm saying? Give him the damn license. Give him your license. Show him you ain't got no reason to be tripping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As soon as you say, I ain't got to give you my license, as a black man, that's a sign of aggression. Now all of a sudden, He'd have called everybody and mama. There's 5 or 6 other cops there. You know what I'm saying? You didn't reach for nothing that wasn't there. You got shot. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We don't, our traffic stops and our, us as a culture aren't the same as a white person's traffic stop. You know what I'm saying? We can't be like, I pay your salary bullshit. No, we can't do all that. You know what I'm saying? It can't, that's not how this rolls. You know what I'm saying? We don't get down like police don't fuck with us like that when they say, oh, well, you can't, we pay your salary. We don't have to give you ID. That's some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? As a black man, I tell my sons right now, as a black man, show your ID. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Don't run for the police. It's cats that got killed for less. You run from the police, then you grab the police taser on top of that, and don't think you're not going to get shot? Come on, dude, for real.
Yeah, that's too much. Hey, Brian, so what do you think about this situation?
Well, I think, that the producers were going to reboot Scared Straight, but just not inside the prison. So, they had to do with what they had to do. And like you said, this has been going on for years. Police, they rather get to them when they're young than later. But I also agree that we got to raise them better. But at the same time, you could be a parent that's raising your kid, and sometimes, man, they just got a will of their own. They're going to want to do what they want to do. Right. And, hey, there's a lot of people that I've known that have had to deal with kids like that. Cost them a lot of money, and they got all the whoopings in the world. It didn't matter. So that's one thing. But it kind of reminds me of a situation when you brought up Kuwait. I don't know if either one of you remember Michael Fay. He was a kid. He was a kid from the suburbs of Dayton. He was over in Singapore and he vandalized some cars. Yeah. They threw his buddy in jail and they caned him, flogged him good. Let me tell you how good they flogged him. When he came back after he served his time, it was a few months after that.
Right.
He went to the police and asked help for his drug addiction because he didn't want to go back through what he went through, and he got help for it. So I don't know where he's at today, but man, sometimes a good ass whooping can change your life.
Yeah, for real. Because I don't even know what flog means.
Really, truthfully, that's where they tie you up and that's when they tie you up and beat the shit out of you.
Get you that Toby treatment, dog. Get you that Toby treatment, dog. Yeah, like, what's your name?
I flog the shit out you, nigga. Say so.
He said, you better get this. You better get this Toby. You be like, what's your name? What? Yeah, we gotta get flogged. You know like they got a special device
special
for that.
Name for it.
Yeah, bitch, I've been flogged, bitch.
Don't let me get my flogger. I will
flog. I will flog the shit out you. For real though, real talk though. I feel like as a parent, as a father of like literally I'm a father of 4 black men right now. Mm-hmm. And I feel like they all turned out, they all turned out pretty good. The 15-year-old is even coming around now, being a better person. And like he said, sometimes they gotta mind of their own, they got a will of their own. But we can't give up on as raising young black men, period, is a task in itself. Because we have to show them what it is to be a black man in this society. And not saying that, they can't do everything everybody else can in a sense of success, but when it comes to dealing with the law, we gotta travel a different road. You know what I'm saying? We have to, honestly, when I get put up by the police, I can be the most thugged out cat you ever seen in your life. You know what I'm saying? I done been in the war, I done shot cats, you know what I'm saying? I can be the most hardest cat you ever met in your life. When the police pull me over, yes, sir, officer, sir. Yes, sir. So see both my identifications? Yes, sir. I got a passport too. Yeah, all the above,
got
sir.
You. I got all of these.
Exactly, because I'm trying to go home. I don't need to show the police I'm hard. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to go home to my family. You know what I'm saying? It's like, trying to make sure I'm trying to go home to my family. I ain't got to be no thug to you.
Yeah. And I mean, the thing is, I look at it like this, knowing I've got, friends that are police officers as well. on both sides. You know what I'm saying? White guys, black guys, all that stuff. Hispanic dudes. I got, you know what I'm saying? I got all type of friends that police officers. And, you know, in that aspect, they looking at the same thing. They trying to get home. You know what I'm saying? It's like so it's people trying to do the same thing, and you know it causes folks to be a little bit more, you know, they a little twitchy. You know what I'm saying, with certain situations. You know what I'm saying, but not everybody's out there just trying to look for those situations or those actions to try to just create drama. You know, everybody, you know, most everybody, 99% of the people, man, all they trying to do is get home, just like anything else, man. They was like, man, I wish you really didn't speed because I didn't want to pull you over. Like, I wasn't trying to pull out of this lane. Like, if you just follow the rules, I wouldn't have did this. And then, you know what I'm saying, the other person like, why are you pulling me over? I'm late for work. Like, it's just people doing regular stuff that ends up, you know, could turn into some drama, or you got, you know, they end up pulling up for somebody that's doing some irregular stuff, and they got to make sure that they're gonna survive and get to their family on the you know, on that day too. So, you know what I'm saying, I see all aspects. It's tough out there. I said, it's really good to, you know, like in my experience, make sure that you take care of the little ones and make sure, hey, they understand, hey, this is for real, because you can't be an adult out here doing that type of nonsense.
Yeah, like I tell my kids, man, and you know, I coach football or whatever, and I talk to the kids that I coach too, and I tell them, I was like, look, man, you have to know who to be mad at. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You can't stick your hand in a pot of fire and then get mad at everybody else because your hand burnt. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is, it's like you can't go commit a crime and then get mad. You know, all of a sudden your family crying and weeping because you done shot a cat. You go into prison for 15, 20 years, and now everybody mad. Oh my God, my baby. No, your baby made that decision. You know, and I tell my son, I say, look, man, you got a total of 3 to 5 seconds to make a decision that can change your life. You know, and whether it's picking up a gun and popping off, whether it's, you know, whatever you're doing, the decision you make is going to impact your life, whether it's negatively or positively or whatever. Right. You have to be able to, your mind has to be able to go to a decision-making process and make the right decision to what's best for you. You know what I'm saying? You got to do basically what your ass can handle. You know, if you feel like you a thug, you thugged out, you want to go shoot a cat, and you can handle those years, and you can handle whatever happens in prison and losing your life, do what you do. You know what I'm saying? But that's on you. You can't, people don't understand that. These kids don't understand that once they make that decision, it doesn't only impact them. It impacts the family, mom, dad, whoever. It impacts the family of the victim. It's so much stuff going on, and you know. Right. So we as parents have to teach them that, like, hey man, like everything, decisions you make impact a lot of people. You know. Right. Yeah. And that's right. Yeah, man. Fact, so anyway. Man.
You got any what you got on the agenda there, Rajin? You got anything on the news front?
Yeah, sir? So we was talking last week, and I told these brothers, I ain't gonna say the N word because I'm trying to be positive. Told these brothers to leave the baby alone. These motherfuckers don't want to leave the baby alone. Like he just swung on another cat. Like
dang,
he just swung on his own artist. Like after the show.
Dang.
Like the baby, look.
That dude testy, man. I don't like. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's the name, dog. If his name would shoot him in the face, he'd be all right.
So he got an artist. His artist's name is Wisdom, and apparently they was doing a show in I want to say North Carolina or South, one of the Carolinas or whatever. But they showed the video, and he walking by the cat, and I don't know what the cat said because like so many people talking. I didn't know what the cat said to him, but he just turned around and swung on him like boo boo. I'm like, damn. Like,
he said you can't bowl. He was like, what?
hey, I'm gonna tell you what it looked like. Hey, you remember what movie that was where the artist, the entertainer was asking the agent for his money, and he's like, hey man, he said, I think his name was Red. Hey Red, can I get my money? And he just turned around and swung on. Like, what movie was that? That's what it reminded me of. What was it?
5 Heartbeats.
Yeah. So can I get my money? That's what it looked like. The baby was walking by down the hallway, and the dude said something. Look like he said, "Can I get my money?" He just turned around and swung at him.
Took him out. He said, "Nah, player."
I'm gonna say it and say it again, bro. Y'all better leave the baby alone. This dude,
that dude's
he ain't
on
playing
another
with y'all.
planet.
You know what I'm saying?
He's on another planet with it, man. It's like, hey, he got them hands. He said, I hit you with the snipe game.
Yeah.
It's like, I got it all, duh. Like, this dude should be in the special forces. Like, why is he making music? Exactly. He should be saving the country right now.
Yeah, exactly. He should be special forces right now. Like, bro, you know what I'm saying?
He should just be anointed, like the queen be like, special forces.
Yeah, you go. Forces.
He be like, handle it. Go to Russia with quickness.
Yeah.
Make things happen.
We need Putin
out of here. He gonna be bowling tomorrow. Oh, you already know what to do. You already know what to do. You already know what to do, homie. Yeah, yo, the baby wild, boy. That boy got some.
Y'all better leave the baby alone. Baby is not playing with y'all. This dude's an assassin. I don't care what nobody says. I ain't never said nothing about the baby. I don't want to fight the baby. If you ever see me Ketchup podcast,
I'm gonna take all my jokes back.
Yeah, I'm a fan, bro. Yeah, I'm a fan, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Well, if you do bar mitzvahs, birthday parties, or whatever.
Hey, bro. Brian, man, did you bring anything to the table? I know it was short notice, but did you have anything you want to talk about?
So, fumbling through Twitter the other day, I saw something that was amazing.
Okay.
And that was a point guard from Kansas State, and I forget his name actually. Mm-hmm. He was in the transfer portal, and several teams that reached out to him and everything. He decided to commit to the University of Miami, and as soon as he did that, came the announcement from their collective fund that he would be receiving $800,000, $400,000 for this year and next year.
Oh, that's legit.
So
you got that signing bonus.
Hey man, it's like that. Hey man, listen. When they tell you, kids go to school, it might be worth it.
You will make some money now, dog. Like, yo,
I'm trying to get my kids to college right now. I'm like,
So the whole name, image, and likeness, it's like the Wild Wild West. We never saw it. We read about it. But you're really seeing this. I mean, like, they're talking about cats are getting 7-figure deals out of high school.
Yo, but the thing is what's crazy, though, because even if they in college, they can be trash, though. They can be a 5-star trash, and you be like, yo, I got a meal real quick.
I left out one other thing. And he gets a car.
That's dope. I mean, you gotta be flossing when you're in Miami, though. You gotta floss.
Probably one of his picking or choosing, like they do up here at Ohio State.
Oh,
they come to Riker.
There you go. Hey, Riker, that's the spot, though.
It's in a Hyundai. It's basically what you say. It's in a Hyundai.
Shout out to Riker, man. My car still run good. Shout out. I'm still riding that mug. Good shout out, boy. Hey, Riker's legit down the street where I used to live. That was a spot. Hey, but yeah, it's wild out here, man. It's wild, like for college sports, man. It's not, getting that amateurism out of the way, knowing that a lot of people was daggone getting some type of something. Because I mean, look, I always looked at it like this. The professors, they teaching the class anyway. You got students that are showing up there, but they got a football team or not. So all they're paying for is to get the certificate. That's really what you're paying for when you go to any of those schools. It's like, all right, well, we already got students that's already going to be attending the class. You got 30 students that's in the class, right? You can have 45, 50 students in the class. Hey, we're going to have a football player, basketball player, blah, 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 blah player is going to be in the class. It ain't costing them more money. It's not like the salary of the professor got to go up. It's not. All you doing is just going like, hey, go to that class. So all you doing is saying all you're paying for, which I look at it like the institutions ain't paying really any more money. What they're really paying for is, well, I mean, do they really pay for the buildings? Like you got Nike and Adidas and all of them. They hitting them up, giving them the dough, making sure they making their stuff, signing them. You got TV deals that be happening. Like, are they really paying for anything that's happening at the school right now? Like, they just making money. The colleges is just making dope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got the students that's paying for school. You got the Nike. You got Adidas. You got all them that are paying the schools. Who's like educate? Like the football players, they be like, yeah, man, I get to eat better. I get to do this. I get to do that. The stadium's dope. That was kind of subsidized by whoever else on the outside, the alumni. Like, I mean, it's just money everywhere. And you're like, why aren't the students getting the dough? And now they getting the dough. That NIL, boy, they out here getting that money.
But see, it's not the schools that are paying them. It's these collectives that are getting together who are boosters. Hey, right now,
people.
Right now, you got
alumni.
You got the foundation. You got the foundation up here at Ohio State. Anybody who's a fan can send bread to them.
Yeah, they out here just getting
here's a donation, and it's tax write-off.
They got the GoFundMe tax write-off for the football team. You be like, yo, hold up. I paid $84 to the running back of Ohio State. I would like to write
that off.
You were like, give me my money back. Like, that's wild. That's just wild.
But all of them across the country is doing that.
Yeah.
So this guy down in Miami, he is a lawyer, and he pretty much started it off with $10 million of his own. And he's getting other people that are Miami fans and businesses around there to pour into the collective. I was just shocked that he announced it. But here in a minute, guess what? Tax season has been done. People got to come up off them records. And I'm talking about the businesses or the people that's donating.
Yeah, it's wild.
A lot of people be like, he got what? You gonna see the 85th person on the team getting like 5,000, for nothing.
That's the part that's gonna be wild is if you got daggone third string dudes, they start getting a little, $1,000 or something. You know what I mean?
Oklahoma just said through their pack, every player is going to get 50,000.
What? That's a job. That's a job, son.
I need to be a water boy on the side.
I'm about to be the fourth string kicker. Well, I'm gonna announce my deal. I'm about to be the fourth string kicker for USF. Coming the following year now, so I'm about to go ahead and
never kick the damn football your whole life. The three starters their ass will get hurt. You be like, oh shit.
I'll be like, damn. Well, okay. All right. I guess I'm gonna practice my kickball abilities and see if we can get this.
He goes nothing. Man. Hey, so in other news, bro. So this rapper Pooh Shiesty ended up getting 5 years, 2 months in prison.
Yeah. Well,
I'm like,
his name is Shiesty though.
Yeah, that's true. First of all, you don't want to go to prison, nigga. Your name Pooh. That's the first thing. Your name Pooh Shiesty. Yeah. But my thing is this. I look at it like this, bro. A lot of these young cats is making money. Yeah, they're making a lot of money. And you know what I'm saying? Like for me, there's so many things I want to do. So many things I want to buy, so many places I want to go. I ain't got time to be committing crimes. I'm like, when I got time to commit a crime? I'm like, man, I'm trying. You know what I'm saying? Like he got gun charges. You know what I'm saying? Like you got a felony. You're not supposed to have guns. You got gun charges. You know what I'm saying? And you already know. So you already know that district attorneys and people at that level, they're not really making a lot of money. They're not making as much money as you. So, of course, they want to see you go down. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got a 22, 23-year-old cat with millions. You know what I'm saying? That's going to make their day. To send this kid he ain't shoot nobody. He was in possession. He wasn't in possession of the gun. Somebody he was with had a gun.
That's security. He called security and they got it. Yeah, that's what happened.
You know what I'm saying? So, I just think, man, like I said, that's another thing that we need to. I don't know, man. I think collectively as mature Black men, we gotta teach. We gotta teach. We try to. We gotta preach and teach, continue to preach and teach. because these cats get money and do stupid stuff and end up in prison. Like, you should be outside. When you got millions, you should be outside living your best life. Not going back and forth with nobody.
Nah, I mean,
they are living their best life. Unfortunately, they're making the wrong decisions.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's they don't have the wisdom of being able to AKA fuck up in the dark. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they are so well known, so young. You know, a lot of our situations is that we had things that probably happened that we got to fuck up in the dark. Like, ain't nobody know. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't on gram. We wasn't gramming some junks. We wasn't on video nowhere. It was just like, dang, we messed up. All right, that kind of sucks. And then we kept it pushing. You know what I'm saying? And it was so in the dark because it was so in the dark that nobody else really knew, or we didn't get in trouble for it or whatever. But we knew, that was close, man. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna right the ship. They don't get to do that. They don't get to fuck up in the dark, man. As soon as you 19, like, think about this, dude. Think about if Dagon Michael Fire was like, wow, we just popped off. We signed that deal. And that joint was like, we end up doing that video, and that joint popped on MTV freaking 3 or whatever it was that was over there, and that mug blows up, right? And all of a sudden it's like, all right, now we can't have accidents. We can't fuck up at all. We can't make a mistake because now it's them dollars, dog. You know what I'm saying? And they're getting that at 19 off the giddy. And you like, yo, man, at 19, I ain't even know how to spell my name right. You be like, yo, how do you spell my name in cursive, nigga? Like, I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like, you ain't know how to fill out a loan. You ain't know how to, you ain't know how to do a car payment. You ain't know how to freaking get car insurance. There was all type of stuff you ain't know how to do at 19. But they was like, yo, you supposed to, be able to control this empire of millions of dollars. And you gonna make mistakes. And the problem is that they ain't got nobody there. Ain't nobody. Even parents, parents, yes, you should be teaching them before. But they ain't nobody right there going, hey, man, but you need to not be in this at all. You need to stay away from.
They got managers, though. At this level, they got managers.
But but the thing is that usually with the people that come up with them, it's usually they managers, and and stuff.
But I'm gonna say this: for whatever reason, these kids now, even if they get good advice, they ain't trying to hear it. They gonna do what they want to do.
Well, 5 years, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what's happening behind them bars, dog.
Yeah,
that's all you can say, dog.
Yeah,
you be like, hey,
hey, gonna be in the yard holding somebody's pocket.
Yeah.
You gonna come out and be like poop easily. That's what he's gonna be.
Nah, he gonna change his name to Poke.
That's like another story I seen was your boy Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Oh, don't bring that dude up, man. Come on, man.
About all this money he got, and then say he ain't got. He got blackballed from the music industry. He really ain't got it.
He ain't got nothing.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like.
All he got is being light skinned, and he messed that up by daggone tattooing all on his face.
Yeah, nigga like a coloring book. A whole coloring book. You like, I mean, like real talk, nigga. You can't run up and be talking about you thugged out with rainbows on your face, bro. For real. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I don't know. It's different. It's different nowadays, man. But all I can say is, I mean, he wasted his skin. He wasted his light skin by tattooing 6ix9ine on his forehead and putting rainbows in his hair. Like, he wasted it, man. Like, other people is taking care of they light skin, man. They've been able to do a lot of things.
Well, the problem is he got to live with that once he turns 70.
Hey, yo, he gonna be a freak at the retirement home. He's like, you know what I do? Like,
what is going on?
Get busy out here. You know what I mean? So that's funny.
I can't.
Hey man, I got another one for you though. You saw my man Tyson was back in the ring, but I mean the airplane. He was like, I'm gonna put it on this motherfucker right here.
Hey, when I first saw it, all I could think of was Southern hospitality. Throw them bones.
I'll be like, okay, let me tell, like, all right, man, like, how young was this dude that he ain't even know who Mike? I'm like, this dude got a whole tattoo on his face. Look, his joint, like, doesn't this tell you I will fuck you up, dog? Like, you know what I'm saying? I will flog you with my two floggers, dog. I've been blessed. I've been blessed with
Mike
these
Tyson
two floggers.
I'm gonna tell you what it is, though. It's always that liquid courage, bitch. Like, I don't know what he was drinking. I don't want to know what he was drinking because I never want to drink. But this, like, anytime some liquor got you thinking you can just harass Mike Tyson.
Hey, look. No, let me ask you right now. If you never saw that, if you never saw the picture of the person, did you know exactly who did that? I knew exactly. I was like, oh, I know that's a white dude. Like,
yeah.
I was like, I know that exactly a white dude because ain't no girl walking up on Tyson. Look, Tyson was world renowned. Ain't nobody from no other country like they will. If Americans they know who Mike Tyson is. They be like, yo, oh, that's Mike Tyson. Like, I know that person. I'm not going to be doing that.
We were more shocked when he lost than how he beat people down. That's how much we know.
Yeah, that's what it was.
So I'm gonna tell you the most messed up part about this story is that he was with his friend.
Yeah.
So he was with his friend. His friend had a decency to be like, hey man, shut the fuck up. That's Mike Tyson. Like, nigga, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? No, nigga, like, hey,
they don't listen. They're gonna do what they want to do.
No, bro. If we on a plane and I'm talking shit to Mike Tyson.
Look, there'll be right now. There's gonna be a point. When I'm like, yo, dude, that's Mike Tyson, dog. Like, what are you doing? There's gonna be a point where I sit down and put my seatbelt on. Like, I'm just gonna sit and I'm like, I'm getting ready for the flight, dog.
Hold on. His friend did do that, Lofton. He did do that because at first he tried to hold him back, push him and everything. They said, he just fade out the picture and Mike welling on him.
Hey, he said this gonna be funny as shit right here. He said,
be like,
he told somebody, how to put my film this. This shit might be funny as hell. Man,
I'm about to get that exclusive, dog. Like, I done send that to TMZ.
Did you see the picture?
I would have paid to heard the conversation after that. Like, I told your dumb ass, man. Mike Tyson. Did you ever see on YouTube what he did to folks? I mean, come on. Did you ever see?
He didn't even have his weed with him, dog. He was out of gummies or something. He was like, yo, you about to get it today, dog. Like, he was like, I ain't even been smoking, man. I'm about to kill this.
Leave me alone. I'm asking you, I'm begging.
He said he's about to get it today.
That's literally like kicking a tiger, bitch. Did you just kick a tiger? That's a tiger, bitch.
Kicking and you tried to run.
Yeah,
and you run a 5-2.
He tried to run in a box. You were like, you in a plane, dog. Like, you can't go nowhere.
You hit Mike Tyson. Like, he threw a bottle at Mike Tyson, bitch. And everybody's like, oh my God, Mike Tyson attacked the fan. First of all, he wasn't a fan. You know what I'm saying? Second of all, he should have got his ass whooped all day.
Yeah.
All day. I like the announcement from the airplane, like, passenger was messing with Mr. Tyson.
It was like, yo, he deserved to get his ass.
Pretty much.
Hey, that's what the police said. He's like, look at my eye. I don't know what to tell you.
It was like, hey, man, I don't know what to tell you, man.
Like, you just stick your head in the lion's den, bitch. You should have got your head bit off. Like, what the fuck you think? Like, come on. Like, you mess with Iron Mike. Mike trying to relax. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like,
that's wrong. That's wrong. Yeah, he that person.
You didn't see Hangover?
You realize?
Hey, what we got? Evander Holyfield, Buster Douglas, and that skateboard. Them the only three things that taken out Mike Tyson.
Yeah. I mean, really.
The hoverboard.
He took something. But the thing is like, yo, dog, like only person that really got him was Buster because he wasn't able to get back at him. Holyfield, that dude ain't had no ear, dog. Like he was like, you already know. He like, I will gnaw your ear if I'm going down.
Yeah.
I'm taking a piece of your body with me. Dog.
Yeah,
like
I'm gonna flog and shot your ass.
He's like, I'm gonna gnaw your ear off, dog. Like that's
I can't.
A man that would bite another man's ear off, dog. I ain't messing with that guy.
This is.
I'm not messing with it. I'm not messing with a man that will bite another man's ear off, dog. Like that's you on a whole. Yeah. You went nah. I don't fight like that. He said, "Look at me that cartilage."
Yeah, you know how hard it is to bite an earlobe off, bitch.
You know what? They should take every knockout that Mike Tyson had, put it up in front of this dude, and ask him which one do you think did it to you.
Look, I seen the dude after the fight. I'm like, damn. Like you was like you went 15 rounds, bitch. You went 30 seconds.
He wasn't looking good.
Mike Tyson.
He wasn't looking good at all, man. But I can say, man, add that to the KO tally. I don't even know what number he at, but you can put that one up there on Mike's KOs, professional, non-professional knockout.
And I guarantee he gonna try to sue. He gonna try to sue.
Nah, everybody gonna be a witness on the plane. They gonna all line up like, nah, Mike wasn't even there. Look, everybody, that wasn't even Mike Tyson, dog. That was Michael. That was Michael deGrasse Tyson. That was a scientist guy. That was him. I don't know what you talking about. Like,
no, that's Michael.
Michael, it's like Michael over in the corner, like looking at him, like, yeah, say something, huh? Say something. You gonna get something too? Yeah.
I see nothing. I could have sat right next to him. I didn't see nothing, sir.
You'd have been laying on your lap, like knocked out.
I had no idea what just happened.
You're like, nah, I don't even know, man.
Yeah. Sleep. Like, I was trying to get an autograph with a picture with the dude that got knocked out. Mike, you sign this picture?
Hey, hold on. You knock him out well enough, we have to have a funeral at the club for him.
Yeah.
Oh, posted in the corner. Dead ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, dang, dog. Like, hold up, turn up. You be like, yo, this knockout was dope. You be like, this knockout was dope. You know what I mean? Turn into a party.
Yeah. Hayes, if we ever go anywhere in public and I'm that intoxicated where I run up on the wrong cat, let me know. That dude's an MMA fighter or something.
Hey, man, I'm telling you. Hey, if we ever get back to Germany, dog, I already know who's hunting for you, man. Don't be drinking. It'd be like, yo, man. Hey, he didn't mean it.
Man,
he didn't mean it. He ain't mean it. He was just talking crazy.
Yeah, tell him I'm looking for them.
All right, gentlemen. Well, that's anybody got any other news that piqued their interest during the week?
Nah.
I got one more, just real quick.
You got one more? Okay, let me know.
Another sports related. You know, Villanova's head coach, Jay Wright. He retired. I didn't see that one coming because I love seeing them play. You know, they never had a big man, but they had four guards that would eat you up, and that's what the tournament's about. So shout out to Jay Wright.
Was dope, man. Jay Wright was doing his thing, man. I saw a little interview with him. He was tearing up. I mean, I don't know necessarily, what kind of caused that to happen, especially at this time, knowing it's recruiting time and all the other stuff, but they trying to get guys. But I'm glad he got his chip, brought it back to V Nove, you know what I'm saying? And they did their thing. I mean, he was doing this deal. So, it was good to see, tough to see really good coaches, you know what I'm saying, take, depart from the game when you got Shefsky leaving, you got Wright leaving, this year, but it also opens up an opportunity. So hopefully, they have some type of successor, in the college ranks to be able to take that man on, keep pushing forward. So, man, shout out Jay Wright. He was doing his thing, man. Getting those guys to do their deal and hoop it up. Sure.
Yeah. Shout out to all the new coaches that are coming through because they got something to deal with when these players making more money than you.
Yeah, they out here getting that dough, man. They better get that. They got to get that NBA coach mindset. You know what I
mean? Hey, maybe this will get them ready for the NBA.
Yeah, for real. You may have coaches making the leap more often now. They be like, yo, I was dealing with these old arrogant ass motherfuckers. Thought they was all that. Like, oh, they are making this dough. You know what I mean? So it should be good, man. I really should be a good season coming up and whatnot. NBA playoffs kind of dope right now. They are getting busy. Look, as we gonna step in, we about to have probably the top 2 NBA players in the league gonna be out the playoffs by like this weekend. You got LeBron ain't even make it, and KD look like he about to get the ass.
Yeah, KD.
Them C's is getting up in
them. Yes,
they are. What's going on with y'all? Like, he don't even look like himself.
Yeah, he out there tired, man. That age hitting him. He played all the minutes, man. It's like, yo, and then of course Irvin, he be out there like I don't know what he be doing, man. Like Kyrie, I don't know what's happening with that dude.
Oh, is Ramadan over? He was killing it when it was on. Just don't feed his ass. He like a gremlin. He good.
He had to eat. He had to eat. Now he like, oh man, he done went to the wrong restaurant. Got him. So, but yeah. So it should be it's gonna be good sports happening right now. So we gonna move on. We got the music of the week. We about to hit it up. Do this little deal. Let me pop this up and get it rolling real quick. Music of the week.
Hey, right. Oh my God, because my dang top 4.
Come on, man. You know what? I swear to God, if you come with some bullshit,
it's going down today. I'm telling you, get your shit right. It's over for you today. You know what I'm saying?
All right, man. Your hip hop releases for April 22nd, 2022. Get it popping right now. We had Learn to Swim, Red Veal. We got FNF Chop, No Way Out. We had AB. Now, if you ain't know AB, that's literally AB, like Antonio Brown. That's Antonio Brown, the wide receiver. Pittsburgh Steelers, aka daggone a Raider for one day, aka Bucks winning the championship. That dude.
AKA Patriots for a week.
AKA I'm gonna fuck your whole team up real quick.
AKA Mr. Furniture Tosser.
Hey man, AKA I ain't paying the movers. AKA I ain't paying the movers. You know what I'm saying? Like he that guy. That dude came out with an album, man. It was like beat wise, it was straight, man. And I don't know, AB it was weird just listening to this dude talk about stuff. It's kind of rough. It's kind of wild. So then we got Ralphie the Plug up here with Skateboard P, Find My Way by HD4 President. We got Before You Go, Blitz. You got Cut the Cap, How D Block Do That, and his. We got YG Tech, 90 Day Run. Pusha T came with it. One of the I would say the higher ends, the knowns. We got Pusha T. It's Almost Dry. And we had Smoke State for Tutu by Mike Dean, little techno-y type deal. So I mean, we had soulful hip hop. We had some New York Pop Smoke style. Antonio Brown. It was just a whole bunch of just producers that he paid a lot of money. We got Skateboard P. That album right there was like kind of whispery trap. It was interesting. You had the HD4 President. He was straight. He's from Baton Rouge, man. He had that Baton Rouge flavor. Had that 90s Cash Money type style. It was kind of dope. You got the R&B hip hop by Blix. You've got HD Block, Who That? It was trapping again. YG was more of like, he got a little trap, alternative rap. Of course, Pusha T, Coke Raps, Neptunes, and Kanye West. And then that Mike Dean was just no raps. It was just all like kind of techno-y trap stuff that they had going on with it. So it was just all like instrumental style that they had going on. All right, so for your Mick Ketchup selections of the week, I did like that HD4 President, man. It reminded me of that 99, 2000, you know what I'm saying, where Cash Money was doing a thing. You had that clone mic. HD4 President. I'm telling you, look it up. You know what I'm saying? Swipe across, copy, paste, put it in there. he got some legit joints, man. It was pretty legit. Some of the stuff they had going on, a lot of the beats were rolling in that Cash Money stuff. I put alternative on there. That's a typo, but he had like more of the Cash Money style going on there. So you had Cone Mike and Celebration. Yeah, Blex. Before I Go, 13 songs R&B, About You, and Keep Coming Back were the ones that were favorite for me. YG Tech, you had 90 Day Run, 19 songs. You had Underdogs, Left Out, and Call It Quits. And then, of course, Pusha T, he did his thing, as always, giving you them coke raps and the good music. Rock and Roll, Call My Bluff, Scrap It Off, and Open Air. Those I had 4 joints that was pretty legit on there. So those are the ones that I see for this week that I enjoyed. Go check out all of them. Maybe things that your flavor, the things that you like. You might like something a little bit different than me, but make sure that you check it out. Also on Facebook, on the Instagram, on YouTube, also Spotify, all that good stuff. Make sure you go check these out. If you need to see them visually, they'll be up here on the YouTube as well as the Facebook page for you to be able to check them out. So make sure you go check those out. Those are our selections of the day for the Mint Ketchup podcast. Appreciate it. Hopefully, my flavor is touching you. Things that you're being able to see, new things that you're being able to hit your ears and understand as well. One other thing we got going on, man. So we're gonna move on to our next segment. We got my man. I'm gonna go ahead and add him to the stream right now. We got my man C Rush is about to come to the building. What up, man? What's going on, man? This is my man C Rush. I'm gonna introduce my man C Rush. This is my dude. We was like 6, 7, 8 years old, running around Indianapolis at the apartment complex, playing football, riding daggone tricycles. We was doing it all, man. That was my dude, man. So yeah. So this is one of my guys right here, man. He is my man Carl. My man Carl, man. He's a CAD engineer.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we got you. He's a CAD engineer. Working on different projects, doing great things. Hopefully, hold up. You gotta check your stuff, man. I had you coming in. Looks like you got paused up a little bit. But I'm gonna go ahead and introduce him. He's a CAD engineer. He lives down in the Atlanta area right now, working for a company, creating a lot of great designs, making sure that customers are taking care of things. We always try to touch on folks that are doing CAD, doing STEM in a professional light, and trying to make sure things are good. It looks like he's having some technical difficulties right now, so look like he might came back. Let me see if I can bring him back in real quick. All right, you good, man?
Yo, what's going on?
What's going on, man? I appreciate you coming and joining the podcast. Hopefully this will work out. It looks like it's kind of coming intermittent. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and keep it pushing like this. All right. So as of interview wise, we're gonna go ahead and just keep it pushing on this side right now. It looks like he's having some type of technical difficulties. Looks like he's riding the car. He was just coming back from Las Vegas, and he's trying to do it in the car right now, but it looks like it was kind of coming through a little intermittent and whatnot. So anyways, we had the new music that we came through. Interview segment wise, hey, we just gonna keep it pushing between us. Was there any other news? I had a couple other news little segments, man, that I thought was kind of interesting that was going on. I had a situation where let me give you the right name. The U.S. government. I'm going to read you the headline real quick. U.S. government reports a proposed nuking the moon. Newly released documents revealed. So We have the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, AATIP, spent millions of taxpayer dollars on bizarre research, experimental technologies such as invisibility cloaks, anti-gravity devices, transversible wormholes, and proposed tunnels through the moon with nuclear explosives. So this is my question. What do you think the center of the moon is made of? Because they was about to nuke that mug. They talking about tunneling through. So they trying to put like a straight up New York subway through the middle of that joint. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you think we will find on the middle of the daggone moon? Like, that seems kind of odd. Like, I don't know why the taxpayer money would be going into that realm. It seems weird.
I feel like this. I think I've worked for the government literally my whole life, and we got somebody in the studio too. So
yeah, I got
you. You can let him in. So I've literally worked for the government my entire life. Like literally worked for the government my entire life, and we always spending money on bullshit. Like real talk. Always spending money on bullshit. It's like there's so much shit we can spend money on. We want to spend money on putting nuking the moon. Like why leave the damn moon alone? The moon ain't never did shit to you. Leave the damn moon alone. The moon ain't, you know what I'm saying? It's like, for what? Why do we need to put a subway on the moon? Don't nobody live there. Like who need to go somewhere? Nobody. You know what I'm saying? This is bullshit.
I mean, hold up. They just came out with a movie, didn't it? Where the moon was trying to attack us or something?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm wondering.
Like, the moon trying to attack us.
Also, the Transformers had an issue on the moon. I don't know. They on the dark side, I guess.
First of all, we got aliens right here that we need to deal with. Stop fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, stop messing with the damn moon. The moon ain't doing shit to no damn body. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you remember when you was a kid? When you was a kid growing up, there was only like 7 planets. Let them tell it. Seven damn planets. Now it's millions of planets. Like, how the hell y'all didn't know this shit was out there before? Like,
well, Pluto was a planet, and then it wasn't a planet.
Yeah, now it ain't a planet.
Then I got older, and then it was a planet again.
And then it went back to not being a planet.
They said there was like a asteroid out there that's like our 10th planet. Like, there's all types of weird stuff that's happening out there. It's kind of wild. It's wild out there in those planetary streets.
Let me be the first to say, white people leave shit alone. Leave shit alone. You wanna put some money in something? Start fixing up neighborhoods or fix the roads in Detroit. Do some shit like that.
Hey man, we trying to get up out of here, dog. Like I'm trying to get on that ship to Mars, man. I know that rover waiting on you though. That rover ready to.
What's up, man? Podcast. What's going on?
Hey, what's up, Carl, man? What's going on with you, man? I know you've been kind of coming in and out, man. You're like, yo. I know it's kind of coming in and out on you. Can you hear us good? Yay?
It's too much traffic in Atlanta right now.
Yeah, man. It's tough.
It's like going to a football game and trying to get a signal. It ain't happening.
Yeah, it seemed to be tough out there, man. So, hey, we'll go ahead and we'll get back to you. Hopefully it'll come back together, man. So, so it's kind of wild out here. It's kind of wild out here with the the governmental money spending that they got out here, man. So they was talking about how all type of UFOs and everything, like that was the whole purpose of this AATIP, tip. I guess that, you know what I'm saying? Tip. A tip be out there getting busy. Yeah, he out there trying to be stand up now.
If they could find the means to do the anti-gravity thing, that has applications across the board. I'm with you.
That'd be kind of dope, though.
I need that thing at night. Shoot, leave it alone.
I know. Leave the damn moon alone.
He said, "I need that. I need that moonlight, though."
Gonna have all these people not turning into werewolves. You know they're crazy anyway. Hey, could you imagine you take the moon from them?
So if you think about it, though, what is the moon made out of, and why it's so bright? And they saying that the moon, the sun reflects the moon.
Right.
Right.
That's what they say.
That's the science I heard.
So my question is this. So
Mm-hmm.
in the morning time, how is it possible to see the sun and the moon at the same time?
Because it's still reflected. How this? How we seeing it? It's
but
always
the sun hasn't hit at the angle to basically. It's always there. The moon is always
there. Always. It's always reflecting. It's more or less.
That's not the question I'm asking though.
What? Okay.
The question I'm asking is if you got the Earth and the sun on this side and the moon on this side, how the hell can I see them both up here at the same time?
It's based on the angle. Also, usually it happens with determining what season we are in. That also plays a factor because you have the tilt of the Earth. What? I mean, I know you've been looking at this from the sun's perspective since you've been to the sun and whatnot. The moon ain't
the moon ain't real. Fuck that. That's the shit they told y'all in school. The moon ain't. I'll start rumors right now, bitch. The moon ain't real.
The moon ain't real, dog. Like,
I'll start rumors. I'll start rumors right now.
We can't be that podcast, dog.
He on this Kyrie Irving right now.
Yeah.
We live in Asgard. That shit flat.
He's
I know Cash right now to tell you the moon is flat. Like, bitch, the moon is not flat.
He said the moon's flat, the sun's flat, everybody's flat.
Everybody's
flat out here.
But I'm gonna tell you why the Earth ain't flat. So for all these motherfuckers who think, excuse my language, for all the people who think they know, they say the Earth is flat. I'm gonna tell you how I know the Earth ain't flat.
Have they been in a plane?
No, that's the word. That's the first thing. Second of all, is this. No. This is the thing. Second of all, if the Earth was flat, it'd be somebody at the end of the Earth right now, sitting on the edge on Instagram, on TikTok right now, talking about, I'm on a nigga on the edge of the Earth, bitch.
They be like, hold up, I'm about to TikTok my end of the Earth. Let's
like,
get it.
Like, get your ass out of here. Like,
it was sad when I heard him say that. I was so sad. Like obviously, you ain't go to no classes.
Yeah,
like you ain't go to no classes at all.
You got to ask. If somebody come and tell you, hey, the Earth is flat, okay, then tell me why, if I'm here and I flush the toilet, it go one way, and if I'm down in Australia, it does it somewhere else. Tell me that.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be like, explain gravity. How does that happen?
Yeah.
And that's all type of stuff where they be like, yo, you can't explain it. It's just it's weird. Like it don't work.
Since we're going scientific, can you see the Earth spin from outside the orbit? Like if you was on the space station, could you see the Earth spinning?
You should, yeah. Actually, they got videos on YouTube.
No.
Now the Earth spinning.
You're going too fast.
No, we're going too fast. The Earth going 1,000 miles per hour.
Look,
like that?
if go on YouTube, and you can literally see from the space station the Earth rotating.
Okay, but here's the thing with that. Hold on. Since everything that's out in space that is in orbit with Earth is orbiting Earth, it's going faster around the Earth than what it is. So the point at which you would have started videotaping that is the actual device moving other than seeing the Earth move. You would have to have something sit back and watch the trajectory of it.
I think they've done that with like when they send out the probes. So send out the probes that were going away to like Jupiter and things of that nature, going away from the Earth. They can look at it and they time lapsed everything, and they could actually see
that. I agree.
And they would do, and they did that at every planet that they've gone to. What was it, Voyager? Yeah. Voyager, as it went out into out of the solar system, they did that at every planet. Also, they recorded what the planet sounded like when it was rotating, which was crazy. Like if you've ever jumped, like you can find the stuff on YouTube. But you can freaking find, and it was on, I think also on a documentary, you can find what a planet sounds like, it was kind of eerie, the way that they had it, because they were recording.
The Earth spins at approximately 1,000 miles per hour. All right. So that's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So how would you be able to see that from a satellite? Either you can, it's cut and dry. Either you
has to be. You can see it. It has to be outside of, like he was saying, it would have to be closer to outside of the orbit, you can see a lot of the things change. Like I know that they've recorded those movements, and from that positioning of the space station, they recorded a lot of the change of the day and movement of the Earth. But being outside of the orbit, being like the Voyager, which is a satellite or one of the satellites they sent out, or say they're able to see it from the rover in Mars or the rover on the moon. You're outside of the orbit, so you can look at the Earth if they time lapse it, and you would be able to see the actual rotation of the Earth.
That's how I know. That's how I know that's some bullshit. Cause I just told you that the moon is not real. So you know.
He's like, and you prove my point. As soon as you said moon, it was bullshit.
It was over.
He was like,
as soon as you said it, hey, ain't nobody ever walked on the moon. No, if your kids watching this, you might want to go re-educate them. Bullshit.
Make sure they go to school because this is all not real.
Yeah,
like I'm like,
even our podcast is named Unprofessional. You know what I'm saying? Intel.
Like we don't know what we talking about.
We don't have no idea what the hell we talking about right now. You know what I'm saying? The Earth is spinning like
this segment brought to you by bullshit.
Bullshit, yeah. Even your boy just called us mid condition. Like what? You just called us a whole nother
hey man, we tried. It was one of those things. We didn't have the remote set up. We didn't have the remote team there to be able to square him away. So we'll probably end up rescheduling for a later date. He was coming from Vegas on the road in Atlanta after he got off the plane, trying to get home and stuff like that. Try to help us out. So we'll end up shifting him because he does have a lot of great information. Also, he has a lot of programs that he's trying to set up. To help kids and stuff like that, and he falls right into the area of what we're talking about, is that STEM, that education, those professionalism areas that most people, are shade. Don't really get a lot of got a little exploration in, so he has it's like, you know what I'm saying? He's trying to do his daggone thing. He may know how the Earth. He may know how the Earth works. You know what I'm saying? Like he may be able to answer your question.
Because I feel like I got questions. So my question is this: if you get on a merry-go-round,
right?
And somebody spin you around the merry-go-round, right?
Yeah, gotcha.
And you get up the merry-go-round, you dizzy, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you're standing on Earth, and the Earth is going 1,000 miles per hour.
Man, you was going 1,000 miles plus whatever the merry-go-round was. That's why you dizzy.
So think about how big the Earth is. He got him. He
was like, hold up. He was like, oh, hold up.
The worst conversation ever. Like somebody going to Google this shit right now. They're gonna be like, man, this is some bullshit. Hey, it's one of them aha moments. Aha. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. Hey, man. Hey, Brian. I got a question for you, man.
Yeah. Man.
What you may saying? You being software engineer, developer, doing all that stuff, man. What's on the brink? What's coming up that we should be aware of? I mean, I know that may not be your part of development, but I know that you are aware of those things and the things that are on the cusp and on the brink. That we should make sure that we have downloaded into our phones and things of that nature, because of course, by the time we get it, it's already old. But what's out there, man? What's going on with it?
Man, I can't keep up. I'm like in midway into management now, so I'm concerned about the dudes doing the work. So I'm out of that aspect to a certain extent, but Moore's law still applies. Every few years. Bigger and better happens. You see that with the phones and everything. More memory is coming. Hey, I mean, now 5G is up everywhere. Hey, you ain't even got to have cable or internet from the cable people no more. Just get you a little box, boom, anywhere. Yeah. And now you got internet. It don't even matter. Yeah. So the technology of things is just going to keep expanding. it's the imagination of the people using it and how they can make things easier for us consumers. So technology wise, it just changes so fast, man.
Yeah,
but
I
you know
heard.
what?
I heard that we are getting on the brink of not being able to expand anymore. Like we're getting on the brink of not being able to do much more with what we have, as of speed wise, as of memory wise. Like how much faster can any of
Dude,
this stuff get?
let me tell you something. And I heard this probably about 10 years ago. They have the technology to store everything in the Library of Congress on the size of just a little bit bigger than your fingertip because they use molecules to store data. And molecules, you got to use heavy duty equipment to see those things. So they're actually changing the molecule to a 1 or a 0. The only problem with that is they can't keep the state yet. Once they keep the state and can switch it back and forth, it's over. It's a game changer. Your phone can have unlimited amount of memory. It isn't even going to matter.
It's just going to be, we're just turning everything into organic. So based on that, are we going to be able to like, is that a thing where you can almost like live forever type situation where you like, yo, we done turn everything into molecules, which are organic organisms. So now you're like, all right, so now we're going to just be able to put those anywhere we want and have the molecules and memories and all that other stuff of a person and just be like, drop in the bucket.
Man, we just figured out DNA. We ain't on that level yet.
I was just trying to make scientific movies real, you know what I'm saying? Sci-fi movies, you know what I mean? I was like, yo, that'd be kind of crazy, you know?
So okay,
some robotic arm.
So think about it like this.
Yeah.
So you had the Tower of Babel. They wanted to go all the way to the heavens. You know, somebody thought of this great plan. Lord just sat there and said, nah, y'all don't know what's going on. We don't know what's going on. We didn't keep pushing science, technology, and things like that. But we have no idea what we're getting into.
Yeah.
You know what they do that science on the moon. It's on the moon.
Hey, science is just cats that's trying to figure out how God did it. That's what I like. That's that they figure out how it happened. You know what I'm saying? Because it's weird. The more that you or the more you look out, of course, the smaller we look. But at the same time, you start to look at like it's a repetitive thing, and you go like, oh man, well, the body is made of atoms, which then you go cells and molecules, and it's like everything is just put together. And then you look at like, oh dang, planets are made of like solar system. And then you got like, you know what I'm saying? Like everything it looks very much like you know what I'm saying, Men in Black joint when my man opens up the little locker joint and you like he step out and go like, oh step, like I'm small in this other world, which then is small in this other world. Like it's interesting to see how all that stuff is kind of put together. So that kind of reminds me of that.
I will say this, man, and real talk, Brian, and Brian, you know, you can attest for this too, I'm sure. It's like our government, and I work for the government, and you know, they're never on one page. They're never on the same page. So everything that we got that's supposed to be, you know, like for example, cyber, they still ain't got together with cyber yet. You know what I'm saying? I spend 12 hours a day protecting government data that every freaking week a policy changes or something changes or they can't get it together because they don't know the ins and out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like he was saying, it's just like we're not at that level yet. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's because first of all, you gotta think that people at that level to make those decisions are not at tech level. You know what I'm saying? It's like I work with commanders right now that, and if anybody watching, I didn't say this, but I work with commanders right now that I feel like don't know technology to that level. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. they want to they policy based. You know what I'm saying? So they only go by what policy says. If policy says do this, then that's what they go by. And we can't, like I said, we can't advance until somebody at that level knows what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Until they know how to change the game, like you said, when it comes to new inventions or new products that we can, kind of like put in our world of to protect and move forward, I guess, with technology. So until then, until all them cats die off, we stuck. Pretty much.
Yeah, I got you.
No, it'll keep going on, unfortunately, because for whatever reason, what you're talking about what happens in the corporate world, and for whatever reason, those people that don't know nothing sure do advance up the ladder fast.
True. I will give you that. Yep.
Yeah. So the people like yourself and me, we the workers. They know we know what we're doing, so they like keep them where they're at. The people that know what could be done to, like you said, fix things and better and be more prepared, they doing the work. While other people say, nope, do it like this policy. Nah, man, I know what I'm doing here. That's why I don't tell them. And if anybody's looking out there that know my bosses are clients, I ain't saying it's either, but I learned from a guy a long time ago. He said, do what you got to do and ask for forgiveness later.
Yep.
Yeah.
Works for me.
That's what always happens. So, yeah, man. Hopefully we solve and save the world right now, technology based. I doubt it. We probably messed it up worse. It's also known that don't listen to anything that Rajin said about the moon. The moon is a real thing. And the moon is a real thing. Yes. So just make sure it's all good. And everybody is aware.
One other note on that. Listen, us as human beings, we don't do well with pandemics, right? There's been a pandemic that's been going on since the dawn of man, and that's stupidity.
Come on. Don't bring up stupid people. Why are we picking on stupid people, man? Don't do that. Come on.
I don't speak on them.
We're trying to be all.
I just recognize them.
We're trying to be an all-inclusive, smart, intelligent, and stupid people podcast.
You have to be so stupid to know that you're stupid.
We want to make sure everybody gets a little
professional intelligence.
Yeah, put a little mint ketchup on the side of your fries. You know what I mean? Everybody. You know what I mean? Everybody can have a little mint ketchup.
You have to be totally stupid to know that you're stupid. I don't call nobody stupid, but I'll give you a look.
All right. Well, hey, man, side eye them. Let them know what the deal is.
Yep, give you my Jada Best special.
We good. The Jada. Yeah, the Jada slap a nigga still?
Hey, all right. Hold on. I did see something. There's a video out there on Twitter where a guy is going off on another guy, standing up. And there's another guy sitting down, and he's telling him, ain't nobody gonna touch me, you ain't gonna do this, you ain't gonna do that, blah, 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 blah. The guy sitting down ain't saying nothing. He smacks his hand or something. That dude got up and smacked him into the middle of next month. So I'm going to say to all the conspiracy theorists who said Will Smith did not smack Chris Rock, I'm with you because he laid that man out.
Hey, look, man.
And he didn't draw his hand back further than Will did.
Yo, look, that means that's what that means, dog. Will was the greatest actor of Muhammad Ali ever because he couldn't throw a punch for nothing. Because if you can't knock down 154-pound Chris Rock with a slap, but he ain't even ready.
Yeah,
I'll be like, Will, dog, you need to be up out of here, dog. Like, because if Chris Rock would have hit you, that means that you would have fell like a leaf. You would have floated on to the floor.
Well, yeah, the suit was too tight. That's what it is. First,
there it is. Kept him upright. He had a pole in his back, keeping him up. That's what happens with I don't know. It was funny. I was like, that's wild.
It's on Twitter, man. It was hilarious.
Well, we've come to the most anticipated part of the show. I've been waiting for this all week because this dude is about to say some arrogant, ignorant ass. We've come to the top almost 4, and I've been waiting for this. I'm like, yo, what is the deal? Because you said what was the topic? Give me the topic again, because I want to make sure that I got this right.
For me, my top is gonna be my top 4 hip hop collaborations of all times.
You know did you figure out the rules? Did you figure out the rules while we was off?
There ain't no rules to the game. It ain't no rules to the game. We just gonna go.
Yeah, but you started off with rules. As soon as I started saying stuff, and you was like, "Nah, hold up, no, they can't be on the same record label.
Now that I know ain't no
damn
moon, it don't fucking matter." Now that we know it ain't no damn moon, it don't matter. Shit, we going. You know what I'm saying? You know how they say we going to the moon and back? Ain't no damn moon. We're going straight to the galaxy. You know what I'm saying? Straight to the world. You know what I'm saying? So we top almost 4. So listen. I need some music. I need some sound effects when I start doing the top almost 4. Something.
This dude, he talking.
No, only now we're gonna work that out. We're gonna work that out with the engineers.
Yeah. I don't know if we ain't got nothing right now that could really give you some. Let me see if I can put something in the background. It could be not well.
No, we good.
Let me see. Let me see what I can put back here. I put it very low. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Give me the top almost 4 right here. Rosine, about to get the top almost.
Just like the moon, this damn music don't exist. Anyway, so
all right, go ahead.
Number 4 spot. Yeah, go on turn that off. That sound like I'm about to kill somebody. I'm doing love songs. So listen,
all right, man, go ahead and get it popping, man. You requested it.
Oh, listen. So my number 4. I didn't request no damn love song. I think I'm a thug.
Hey, man, you gotta get what you gotta get.
So anyway, my number 4, like I said last week, I'm gonna put him at number 4.
Number 4
is Marley Marl, The Symphony. All right.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? So we got Craig G, Cool G Rap, Big Daddy Kane. You know what I'm saying? These are some heavy hitters for number 4. And I say that because this song came out one time where hip hop was getting big. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's like, hey, see what I'm saying? He already know. I don't care who first or who last. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Hey, but listen, when I say this song is a classic, bro, it's a classic.
It is.
You know what I'm saying?
It is a classic.
Definitely a classic. All right?
Classic.
So we're going to start it off like that. I'm going with number 4.
Mm-hmm.
So, number 3.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And for those who listening, this is the hottest hip-hop collaboration of all times. All right?
All time.
Yeah. We're going to say all times? Huh? What you say?
Go ahead. Number 3, dog. Number 3, man. Let's go.
There's 4.
There's 4 of them, but we got number 3. Let's go. We on number 3. No, man. Let's go. We good.
Number 3. Okay.
Let's go.
So number 3, I'm gonna give it to LL Cool J. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, 1, 2, 3, 4. Blaze the Hot Trizak. It sounds like heaven. You know what I'm saying? So you got LL, DMX, Method Man, Redman, and Cannabis. So what I like about this is, man, first of all, the hottest verse on there to me was DMX. All right, DMX came. Okay. He went off on this track or whatever. But what I like about it is that this is one of the only tracks I ever heard where a cat dissed a dude that was on his own track. So LL Cool J dissed Cannabis on his own song.
Well, you know the story.
I know the story. I know the story behind it. Sir. Yeah, I know the story behind it. But what I'm saying is, it was hot. You know what I'm saying? He had to
That's a sucker move, though.
It was a sucker move, though.
I don't think so, bro.
Sucker move. Because Cannabis spit his verse, was like, oh, hey, it wasn't even like he wasn't even trying to diss.
No, L changed his.
Yeah, he was
L changed his verse.
I know. Cannabis freaking said his verse. LL heard it, thinking it was like a diss. Cannabis was actually paying homage to LL. He switched his verse and then dissed Cannabis. Like, that was the whole deal. And you like, damn, dude. Like, he was sensitive. That's a sensitive.
Sometimes you gotta take captions. Sometimes you gotta take captions.
Sensitive dude. I was like, yo, that was a setup. That would be like Jay-Z and Nas having a freaking song, and then he was like, oh, all right, I'm gonna redo mine and I'm about to go at him. Like, yo, like that's some shady stuff, man. That's shady. But it was a tight song.
Okay. So number 2. You know what I'm saying? I'm going a little hood with it. Gotta go a little hood with it. Speaking of little hood with it, it's the remix. That DJ Khaled, Welcome to My Hood.
Oh, you put Khaled on there?
Man, but listen, bro. You got Luda. You got
Luda is the remix champion.
Busta Rhymes, Twister, Stunner, Ace
Another remix.
Everybody. Plies, everybody was on this song, dog. Welcome to, and then he had a remix to the remix. You know what I'm saying? So look, Welcome to My Hood is my number 3.
So if you remix the remix, is it the original?
Man, I don't know no more. But it's just and the remix was better than the original, so I don't know, man. I have no idea anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm so hood.
I'm gonna tell you, like, my number 1, and then we can talk about it. My number 1. What?
Right.
What? You still talking
about? Keep going, man.
You still talking about Welcome to My Hood?
I mean, no, go ahead, man. I'm just,
my bad.
Yeah, Luda that dude, man. Luda that dude. Go ahead.
So, number 1. You know what I'm saying? Can I get a gunshot?
Gunshots.
Hey.
Let's go.
All the real cats in the world, all my true players, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
It's going to relate to this. Number 1 for me is the International Players Anthem, Outkast. Well, no, I can use it. Outkast.
Hey, that's dope.
That's dope. Like, that's my number 1. You know what I'm saying? Number 1 collab. My number 1 collab of all times is, matter of fact, my brother was like, hey, he said, you should play that at your wedding. Like, oh, you about to get me shot.
That ain't it. That ain't it. I'm gonna tell you.
You can't do what they do in videos at your own.
Yeah. So that's it, bro. That was my top 4. I got an honorable. I do got. Hold on. I thought I had an honorable mention. Did I have an honorable mention?
Okay.
Oh yeah, I did have an honorable mention.
Let me see what you got.
So my honorable mention. It ain't number 1, but it's my honorable mention.
Got you.
Is that Memphis Bleak Round Here with Trick Daddy and T.I. Y'all remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
No, it wasn't. That wasn't my honorable mention. My honorable mention was the Welcome to Atlanta remix. Jermaine Dupri, Luda, Snoop Dogg, Diddy, Murphy Lee from the St. Lunatics. Okay. That was my honorable mention for collabs.
I got one. I want to see where this would, you giving your top 4, I just want to see where this would have fell in, possibly. What about the remix to Flavor in Your Ear?
Flavor in Your Ear was legit, man. That one was.
You got Notorious B.I.G., Craig Mack.
I forgot about the Flavor in Your Ear remix.
Yeah,
Flavor in Your
Ear. LL, Busta Rhymes.
Okay.
And Buster's cousin, who's Boy Scout, something like that. Forget him.
Oh, the Boy Scout. Yeah, the Boy Scout used to be hot though back in the day, though.
Yeah, he grew up.
Yeah.
We blow.
So we had what? Marley Marl the Symphony. Who you have at 3? Who was 3?
Marley Marl the Symphony.
Yeah.
Then you had LL Cool J.
Okay, LL with 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, I got another one for you.
And you had Welcome to My Hood remix.
I'm so good.
And then you had International Play. The International Players Anthem.
Okay, well, let me ask this. What about self-destruction?
I'm waiting for self-destruction. I mean, that's Hey, man. I mean, that's that's serious, dog. That's serious, man.
And then somebody could always bring something else along where you like, oh my goodness, dang, that was
today's topic: self-destruction.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that was my joint back in the day. Man,
but the beauty of it is there's been a lot of great collaborations over hip hop history. Yeah. You know, I could say like when Big Daddy Kane and Biz Markie, rest in peace.
Yeah.
When they had their collab on Big Daddy Kane's first album. I mean, shoot, that one right there, that was something else. Just go through the year. It seemed like everybody, you know, from the West Coast, when they did an album, everybody jumped on everybody's song. You know, you had NWA, had DOC had all the NWA on it. You know, it's just back and forth. So those were always great collaborations.
Yep. So Hayes, since you had so much controversy from last week, what you think?
Doug, I'm gonna say, you know how? Oh shoot, I gotta edit that joint because I freaking put out that in right. That ain't right. But anyways, freaking I do like that song. Very good song. Enjoy the Outkast International Players Anthem. Yes, UGK, dope. Outkast, my favorite. Yes. All right. Enjoy that. I don't know if it's number one, but I do enjoy that collab. I'm So Hood. Good song. I can't put it at like number 2 though. Like, I mean, that's just me. That's just me. That's just me.
If you was hood,
look,
you feel that song, dog. You feel that song, dog.
Look.
That shit is like,
look, I can tell you right now. I can tell you right now, man. I've lived in the hood. I've been in the hood just because I'm able to, you know what I'm saying? I know Brian knows the deal. Being able to switch, you know what I'm saying? Switch cadences. Sometimes you got up north, we had to switch cadences a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Make sure we get in the door for the interview one type thing. But
if you wouldn't get no interview.
He said you wouldn't get it.
And now let's stop playing hopscotch. Everybody know this.
I mean, I'm So Hood is a dope song, but I can't see it that high. I like LL, that 1, 2, 3. I feel like that's nice. That probably could move up the list because I mean, with the disc in it, with the people that was a part of it, and everybody was aggressive on that joint. Like it was hip hop. That was a hip hop, like that was for sure. Like that was so New Yorkish hip hop song. Like that was like legit. So I mean, yeah, the 1, 2, 3 for sure. Marley Marl, yes. Also, it's like kind of what do you feel is a like the collab situation? I mean, there's some other ones out there, but it's not a bad list. I probably would move DJ Khaled probably down to 4. If I had to rearrange this list, I would probably move 1, 2, 3, probably to number 1. I would move UGK, Outkast. I would drop that to number 2. Khaled would be 4. Marley Marl Symphony would be number 3. Because that LL joint, it was hip hop as hell. You had people that was coming together that you didn't even know if they was cool with each other was on that joint. You know what I'm saying? Like you didn't know if LL and DMX was cool. Like they never did a song before together. Like you had all type of characters on that joint that was like, okay, I didn't even know that was like a thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it was all New York.
Well, here's the thing about that song.
It was very
here's the thing about that song. That year, if I remember correctly, was 98. And everybody that was on that album or on that song was from Def Jam. And they each of their albums came out on a different month. It was called Month of the Man. Mm-hmm. And then the last one was LL's with that 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
So we did know they knew each other.
Yeah.
That one, let's see. I'm doing a little research on this joint. That came out actually December. You close? It was December of '97.
And let you guy in.
And it had one of the best producers on that joint too. One of my favorite producers from New York, Eric Sermon, was on there getting busy. Like that beat was dope.
So
that one was dope.
Hey, let your boy in real quick, but also I got one more song, man, that I think we sleep on. But honestly, like when this song came on, it bumped hard in my car. You know what I'm saying?
What's that?
That Rottweiler.
Oh, come on, man! That Rottweiler is.
You bring that up.
That was it right there, boy. Yeah, that Rottweiler is hard in the
Let me say something about Rottweiler. Rottweiler has one of my top 5 quotes of all time. When Redman said, lift my shirt up, all mammal. You ship off keys, we ship grand pianos. Tell me how you outdo that one.
Yeah, I told you.
Yeah,
just the beat go hard when it come on.
That beat hard in the mud, dog. And like that was probably one of the first times that I ever saw like Meth like kind of really step out of the woo where he was like, yo, I'm just out here having fun. Because the Redman brought that out of him where they like, well, we just boys having fun. So it was like that whole video was just them just like wilding out. They was in the freaking tunnel like I was like, yo, that shit was fire, dude. That shit was fire. Yeah, that collab of Meth and Red is no doubt. That's a fire collab. I mean, if we talking about collabs, I mean, you can't go wrong. Like I said before, last week, I mean, Niggas in Paris, man, that go hard, dog. Yeah. Like, I mean, I don't know if there's a song. Like, I can guarantee you, there's not a song on this list that will get me up faster than hearing like.
That song right there will have 100,000.
I'll be like, yo, let's go, dog. Like
in Wembley Stadium, rocking.
Yo, dog. Look, dude. Like I told you, man. I was in when that album came out. I was in Detroit. Went to go see Watch the Throne concert, man. And I swear to God, I ain't never been to any other concert like this. They played Niggas in Paris first time. Everybody. We in freaking, like I said, we in Detroit. It's packed. Basketball stadium. They going ham, right? Played it again. Yo, they like, they leave the stage. They like, all right, we out, yo. Everybody, people start hitting the aisles. They was like, yo, that was dope, blah, blah, blah. And Jay-Z come on the mic behind the freaking curtains. It was like, let's do it again. Them niggas went back to their seats, dog. Like, people was like, let's go. Look, everybody in the folks is in the aisles like, let's go. They did that song 5 more times, dog. Wow. I was in there like, and it never got old. I was like, let's go. This is dope. I was like, oh, I'm telling you, that song, that could make the list. Because I've never had a collab that if it comes on, we going hard. I don't care what's happening. Like niggas in Paris, I ain't even been to Paris, and we about to get it popping, dog.
That's how Rottweiler was for me. Like, yeah, that's basic. I remember playing Rottweiler in a CD, like you know those CD players, the portable CD player, about this big. Yeah. You gotta have it inside.
He said a portable record player. He was like,
you been in the gym, you gotta wipe that bitch out. Hold on. Put that bitch back. Put that bitch back in. Like shit.
Yo, that mug was nice, man. Like I can tell you, like that was one collab where it's like, dog, I haven't seen that before. Like I've never seen that before where a song came on at a concert and they played it 7 times, and every time, like niggas was not tired. They was like, you could have had a whole concert of Niggas in Paris, and they would have been like, cool. Let's go.
Where was that concert? Where was that concert at?
Oh, that was up in Detroit, man. That was we was at the what was that before they made the new basketball stadium up there? But yeah, we was up in Detroit, man, and it was dope. It was dope. Well,
hey, y'all, before you go further, bro, I'm gonna tell you like this. I've been to Iraq, I've been to Afghanistan, I've been to the worst parts of the Philippines. Thailand, everywhere. I ain't never been nowhere worse than Detroit.
Hey, look. Hey, it look exactly like freaking RoboCop. That mud looks crazy, dog. Like,
hey,
I saw like Ukraine look right now.
Hey, I saw a side by side. I saw a side by side at work with Detroit and Afghanistan, and I couldn't tell the difference.
Real talk. I told you. Real talk. It's like that shit look like Ukraine right now. I'm like, I got lost in the automotive district.
Nah, don't do that.
I was seeing ghosts and shit. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I'm like, fuck this.
Yo, man. Hey, I was not going down no mile. It was me and the wife, and I was like, yo, it was like, we passed the streets. It was like 8 mile, 9 mile. I was like, nah, dude. I was like, I'm not hitting any of those. Where the white people at, dog? I need to be where they at. I need to be in the documentary on
Detroit, Lofton?
What up?
You know, because Detroit was a big, I guess it was the 50s and 60s before it was ran down, Motown and everything.
Yeah,
it was a thriving town, man. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, it fell apart, man.
I can tell you, possibly.
Nah, look. I look at it like this. What took place? Well, what I think took place, right? So, of course, it was striving. You had everybody was making money. They was doing anything, right? Then you started getting into the union. The union situation kind of got wild because everybody started getting kind of greedy with it, right? So, unions can work if everybody knows that we're a symbiotic relationship. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand, like, all right, well, we know the company got to make money. We know that we want to get paid, right? So there's a point where that starts to go. There's a tipping point. You know what I'm saying? When the workers are pushing for so much more money, where the company goes like, well, it's not benefiting us anymore. Then we start you're cutting your nose to spite your face. So now it's like, well, okay, cool. We can just shut it down and go to a place like everybody people started moving to Mexico, started moving down south. Because like you had like spots that down south, their cost of living is lower. So you're like, hey, we can go down there and we pay people less money. We still gonna get the money. You know what I'm saying? So places not understanding that and understanding the whole process and everything that goes on in the United States and different cost of living place, like people not understanding that situation and being in the negotiations, they end up cutting off their nose to spite their face. And I feel like that's what's kind of happened with the American automotive situation, because it was all about American auto workers. We trying to get that money, and it turned into a situation of cutting off their nose to spite their face. And folks moved to Mexico. You look at all the newer automotive places that's come up. So like you got like Hyundai, Honda, all those other spots. Guess what they don't have? Unions. Because they was like, man, we ain't doing that. So we gonna keep it where we ain't got no unions. You got BMW and all that stuff, and they down south where it's cheaper to live. And you know what I'm saying? And they in like out rural Alabama where you can pay somebody like $18 an hour, and they like, yo, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? Like they good. Like I can live fine for this amount of money. And that's what they turn to. And then those folks up in Detroit, now they just out here like, yo, it's shitty in the mud.
So,
let me get your take on that. Go ahead. My bad, bro.
So, Lofton, are you saying that unions and GM, the automotive companies, turn black people into niggas?
Basically.
I mean,
yes.
You can kind of say that, but look. I wouldn't say that they turned them into. I'm saying that it was a collaborative effort.
Yeah, they did
they cut off their noses like their face instead of understanding like, yo, there's a limit. There's a limit to the money, man, where it becomes like financially stable. And they was they got to that limit and it was like, no, I want more.
I'm from the west side of Dayton. We had a plant that went down. I don't go too much on the west side of Dayton no more. I only go there sparingly.
Yeah. That's what happens.
Once you get out of a situation to where there's an abundance of niggas, and I'm not talking about black people, I'm talking about abundance of niggas. You have to separate yourself from the abundance of niggas. You know what I'm saying? And so people gonna hear this and be like, "Oh, you talking about black people?" No, I'm talking about niggas.
Hold up, let me make sure that you we give a credit where credit is due. AKA Chris Rock brought this joke out from the giddy up. That was the dude that really brought out and said it on a stage where like white people and black people was like, yeah, I know some niggas, but I do know some black people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know black people.
So that's what I'm saying. Before I say this, I'm gonna make sure that people know that I'm not talking about black people.
Right.
Niggas.
I was always told niggas were ignorant people.
Yes.
Period.
Yeah.
And that's what we talking about, some ignorant ass niggas.
Isn't that a double negative? Like,
hey, can it be white? They really white niggas too.
Yes. Just because they ain't bumping the latest hip hop or R&B and they doing their thing with some Donnie Wayne or whoever, don't mean they ain't niggas.
Hey, the most ignorant nigga I know is Asian.
Hey, I got in a fight with an Asian playing ping pong, and that nigga chopped me in my neck, man. Straight up. And he did it so fast, I didn't even know what happened. You know what I mean? I went to him later on. I was like, dude, I apologize for fighting you. Can you teach me the neck chop, man?
Yeah. First of all, I'm not playing ping pong with your ass no more. Shit. That's the first way we're going to. Second of all, I need to learn that chop.
Hey, listen, when you playing ping pong like spades, you know, it can get aggressive. People be talking smack. You know, you be ready to fight. I done gotten a couple fights over ping pong. Straight up.
Yo, it's serious out there in that TL, son.
But you can't, you can't be in these ping pong streets, though. You gonna beat off of these ping pong streets, bitch.
Hey, don't tell me about ping pong. Hey, I ain't even fucking this one up. This is brand new.
Hey, look, man, look. Hey, right here, right now. Look, I'm gonna tell you right now, this ain't like no other black podcast ever, dog. We got computer security, we got daggone freaking system engineer, we got a CAD designer, and we talking about ping pong moments. Like I'll tell you right now,
I wanted to weigh in on that. I wanted to weigh in on that union talk because before I became I told you I was in aviation.
Yeah.
When you went off to serve, I went to Delta.
Right.
And we were one of the only mechanics in the aviation industry that were non-union.
Right.
And I would hear things here and there about the union. And after about, 5 or 6 years or so, I started learning when people were leaving, they were going to Continental. You remember Continental? I don't think Continental even exists anymore.
Yeah, I remember that. Continental Airlines.
It was a lot of mergers. US Air, Continental. Yeah.
I didn't know.
But yeah, they would meet us at the gate when we pulled in and be like, there were union people, and you was encouraged not to stop and talk. And then, when they laid us off in 2005, because that's when I wanted to talk about September 11th, because I was going to feed into that.
Yeah, I got you.
When we laid us off in 2005, they said, we'll give you a job in Minneapolis, Minnesota. We'll buy you a toolbox. Y'all see this toolbox behind me right here?
Yeah.
That was my toolbox. I worked on y'all's planes that was taking y'all to Iraq. Did y'all ever hear about World Airways and North American?
Yeah. I flew on that joint. Yep.
If you know what I knew.
Don't say that.
Well, I knew.
We passed it now though, but I got there and back, so I guess I'm.
That's what I'm talking about, niggas. That's nigga shit right there.
Yeah, man. I never knew. I didn't think working for a major they could be some nigga shit, but major companies do nigga shit too.
Every day.
This is what they would do, y'all. They would park a plane on a ramp and take one engine off of it, so they can be repo. Because they got airplane repos too, right?
Right.
They would take an engine. They take the left engine off, leave the plane on there with one engine, and you would see the repo people come and they trying to figure out. It was. I couldn't believe they were doing that.
That was some nigga shit. That was some nigga shit right there for real.
That's like taking two. They took two tires off the one side and was like, "Well, repo it now."
Exactly.
But what do y'all think? Let me get y'all opinion on the union talk, because I remember. Did y'all hear about Amazon about to go union the employees? What y'all think about that?
Yeah, that was. I look at it in the same light as I look at the whole Detroit situation. It really comes down to the union understanding the situation they're in. That's not a them versus us. It has to be a symbiotic relationship, because it's not going to work. It's no different than being in Congress. It's no different than all that. It's supposed to be compromised. It's not supposed to be like one person wins and then all right, because then it all goes one side and then everybody gets some money. So then how we gonna run the company if all the workers get all the money? The company has to make money, has to be able to have shareholders, meaning that they get money to then do R&D, then do building up, then have the infrastructure so you have a nice coffee room. You have this, like they have to have money to be able to do that. They can't pay you all the money.
They got the money. Stop playing. They got the money.
Well, I'm just looking.
Make 100 times. They make 100 times the lowest.
Now that's a whole different situation. Like that's a different conversation. Like I can say, like that's a different conversation. But I'm looking at like union wise. I'm like, you have to be able to understand that there is a point in which you're going to reach a, hey, we ain't doing this no more. And all of a sudden you went from, oh, I got a nice job to you don't have a job. Like there's a point. Like you have to understand where that threshold is. That's just really what it is about being in the union. You know?
So, well, you know, I feel like this, honestly. Like, go ahead.
No, I was going to say what they would do at Delta, they would approve the contract. It would be some egregious contract.
Right.
The pilot's making $400 an hour. You know, it would be some crazy. And then a month later, they would say, due to financial situations, we're going to have to cut. And so they would give you the money and then come back and cut.
Yeah. So, that's wild. Yeah, go ahead.
So my bad, brother. Go ahead. What's your name, too, brother? Right here with the, what's your name with the Kango? Rajim. And what's your name with the Dallas?
That's my man, Brian. Yeah.
What's up, Brian? What's up, Rajim? I just want to explain
welcome to the show, man. Welcome to the show, bro.
Hey, I just want to explain this San Francisco 49ers hat I got on. I'm surprised Lofton ain't said nothing yet.
Look, I was letting it slide, though.
I apologize about that.
I was thinking that you was just trying to get the Colts to get Deebo Samuels. That's all I was doing. Like,
I went to the West Coast. I just got back from Vegas, so of course, I'm repping the West, right? Then I seen a gold 49ers jacket. I just had to have, y'all. This gold jacket is the bomb. I'm a Colts fan. I had to have it, and so fuck it. I just went and got a hat with it. Lawton, you can catch me out later.
Hey man, look, he just went old school with it. I mean, that was that high school joint where you like whoever got the newest jersey. I remember getting a who was it? It was a Ray Allen's Bucks jersey when they had the purple joint with the freaking buck on the front. I had one of them. Like there was they used to have like the big jersey stores that was in the malls, and you would go up there and they had like all the new freaking NBA jerseys, the football jerseys come out. Man, I had all type of team jerseys. Like, I mean, even though I was repping, you know what I'm saying, Colts and the Pacers, I had like all type of dudes jerseys that was in the league. So that's just a thing. That's just a thing.
I used to rep the Raiders for some reason. I had the Raiders, the new
NWA. Like NWA made you.
I was West Side for life. You heard me? Straight out of Pensacola. You know what I'm saying? No, but man, like, yeah, definitely. I feel like a lot of times, because I worked for the government my whole life, so I never been a part of any unions or whatever. Mm-hmm. But I think there's a pros and cons to having a union. Like, for example, like with this COVID thing going on, you know, a lot of people down here in Disney got laid off. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of the union people, they got their jobs back. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. Yeah. But I don't know the inner workings of how these unions, you know,
they probably got their job back and back pay too.
Probably so. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Like I worked for the government my whole life, so I have no idea. You know what I'm saying? The pros and cons without researching unions. But for the most part, like I said, from what I see, it could be a benefit. You know, for sure.
Yes. It's always not stepping on toes, man. It's always about making sure it's a collaborative effort so that relationship continues. Because it's like somebody that goes, they get greedy and be like, yo, I want all of it. And then you ain't got no job anymore. And then you mad because like jobs in the country. You know what I'm saying? Why
you go to the extremes with it?
Because the thing is that I've seen it happen. I had an uncle that was part of the union at Dow or whatever. I think it was Dow. That was out in Richmond, Indiana. And he was like one of the leaders in the thing. And he's like telling folks, you know what I'm saying? I've heard the story. Like he's telling people like, yo, man, hey, don't press it more because they about to bounce. And they looked at it like, oh no, this is just a tactic. You know what I'm saying? They looked at it just a tactic. And now that whole factory gone. You know what I'm saying? And now Richmond, Indiana ain't got stuff in it where folks can go through it. Where it was like, yo, if y'all just, you know what I'm saying? So I've seen it. Like it's happened all over the place where it's like that press.
Richmond, Indiana.
What's that?
Bunch of niggas.
So I'm gonna tell you what's funny. This whole conversation started from ragged ass Detroit.
Hey, you see what Detroit did, man? They ain't even know they got that ability. You know what I mean?
Detroit. I'll never go back to Detroit.
Hey, what's the first rap song? See, I don't know if y'all remember this, but there was a group called Top Authority from Flint, Michigan.
Oh, I remember them.
I used to rock Top Authority. I didn't know. I thought they was from Detroit, but they was from Flint. Flint Town. They called it Flint Town.
Yeah, Flint. Flint's
AKA
another
Dirty
level, man.
Water.
AKA Rusty.
You know what I'm saying? Rusty pipes, dirty water.
You talking about kickbacks, boy. Now
that's it right there.
That's the Blind Eye City.
Yeah.
I got to visit, bro. Who y'all been to Detroit? I ain't never been there.
I've been to
I
Detroit
went there for Dallas Lions.
Yeah. I've been to Detroit, man. Yeah, Detroit.
Every time I think
you drive downtown.
Every time I think of Detroit, I think of RoboCop.
Yeah.
Delta City.
Hey, man. It looks like that now.
Hey,
it's
like
I'll do you one better. Are you watching the news on CNN with the Ukraine?
Yes.
Have you seen Kyiv lately?
Yeah.
That's how Detroit looks right now.
Like it looked like somebody bombed that joint. Like for real. Like I don't know what.
It's like his mass graves next to the mall right now.
Hey, I was watching a documentary. They were showing some of the old movie theaters in Detroit.
Yeah.
How did the politicians let it get that run down? I do not know,
man.
They
had some extra thugs in charge, man. I mean, like you look at some of the mayors they've had over the years, man. They've been all like bros, man. They kind of did it themselves too. You be like, damn, man, how y'all doing this? You know what I'm saying? You would hope with everything that was going on that they would be able to fix that situation, but it's just when you run out of jobs and then also you trying to like fix it, it's like, well, they ain't got nowhere to go either. So it turns into the smoke city. They up there shooting up everything, you know what I mean? And then you just got a whole bunch of empty buildings, and then it looks like motherfucking Kyiv out there.
Them ain't empty buildings. I've seen whole buildings without no windows, people living in them. I'm like, what the hell is this?
Yeah. You got a lot of that around in the towns around there too. It's like neighborhoods where you got abandoned houses
out in the parking lot.
That's true.
You said what?
Wait, you just got
tents out in the parking lot.
You just got to have enough
window.
You got to have enough abandoned houses though, man.
Hey, let me tell you, even folks here in Ohio, where you might think, oh, it gets cold up there. Man, let that wind come off the lake. That's a different type of cold.
Man, I was at I think it was actually Lake, what was it? One of the Great Lakes or whatever. But I went to Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan, over into Canada, right?
Okay.
And so we would go out to, hiking in the lakes and stuff, shit that black people don't do. And what's it called? What's it called? Lake effect? The snow lake?
Yeah, lake effect snow. Yep.
Yeah, man, that's some bullshit. I'm from Florida. We don't do that shit. That shit's crazy. Okay.
What they do?
The lake effect snow is like, the shit is like, it's hard to explain.
It's like
frozen waves. Yeah,
I was stationed up in Fort Drum, New York, so we used to get lake effect snow straight off of Lake Erie, right? So it's pretty much like where you got the cold front that comes through, you got the clouds pick up the precipitation off of the lake. And the thing is that it happens so fast. That's why it's like lake effect snow. So you can have a regular snow situation where it's like, in Indy or Ohio, whatever. It's like, all right, man, the snow's coming. It snows, and you're like, okay, it's here. It could be a situation where you could get a lake effect snow emergency, and they be like, snow about to be here in an hour, dog. Like it's gonna drop 3 feet in an hour. You be like, what the? Like, I mean, we would have times where I would be at the base, and they would go early release, guys. It would be like noon. They'd be like, early release. We got a lake effect snow warning. If you live outside of like 15 minutes of the base, go home now. I had a situation where I got in my car. It wasn't snowing. I drive down the street. There were snowflakes that were this big. Like, you know how you made snowflakes? When you made snowflakes in kindergarten and you be cutting the stuff out and you be like, yo, how the hell do they see what the design look like? That's crazy. And you got these
snowflakes.
Nigga, that was
hold up. You saw that too? I saw a snowflake like that too.
Yeah, it was snowflakes that big, dog. And they were coming down they was smacking you in the face. Like it was, they was straight up Will Smithing you in the face.
It was
wow.
You
You know what I'm saying?
cold.
So yeah,
It's so cold in Michigan that I was offended. Like shit pissed me off. I walked out of the airport and just got offended, straight offended. Like I was pissed off. Like this is some bullshit. I mean, I ain't never been mad for no goddamn reason. I was just mad. Like nigga, I'm mad. You know what I'm saying? This shit, it's too damn. It should not be allowed to be this damn cold anywhere in the world.
Hey, this one to hit you. Most of the times, people from Michigan, they don't even have central air for air conditioning. It don't get that hot up there.
Yeah,
that's how Germany is. Yeah,
yep.
That's crazy.
What it is, man. Well, gentlemen, we've been on here for a long ass time right now, and unfortunately, we didn't get to do the full deal with Carl. But what we gonna do? We gonna reschedule my man. We gonna get him back up in here so we can get the full layout of everything that he's doing. I know he's doing great things. He's using his talents and his abilities. I already knew that he was gonna be designing shit when we was freaking 6-7 years old, and this nigga was daggone putting together Lego shit like was crazy. So dude was an engineer from Giddy Up. I already know it. But anyways,
it was crazy.
It's been fantastic hanging out with all y'all. Then we have Brian today, my man, of course, co-host Rajim. We had my man Carl come in late a little bit, but we made it happen. We really enjoyed hanging out with you guys. This is again episode 7, Ketchup podcast. We really enjoy you. We really appreciate you. Come follow us. Of course, YouTube, daggone Facebook. You can hit us up on Spotify, Amazon Music, TuneIn. We on the Podbean podcast app. You can hit us up on all those. Come listen to us. Come chill with us. And we're gonna see y'all next week. We really appreciate y'all hanging with us.
One more
all right,
thing.
what you got?
The moon don't exist.
Man, what are you doing? What are you doing out here, man? Are we gonna be that? We gonna be that broadcast?
We've been on this podcast long enough for the sun out, get dark, and I see full.
Y'all wilding out here, man. Y'all wilding out here. But hey, yo, it's been great chilling with y'all. Once again, we'll see y'all next week. Ketchup podcast. Come follow us, and we out.
Out.